when Christ was lifted up on the cross. On that terrible Friday, the earth shook and grew dark.
Frightful storms lashed at the earth.
Those evil men who sought his life rejoiced.
Now that Jesus was no more, surely those who followed him would disperse.
On that day, those men stood triumphant.
On that day, the veil of the temple was rent in twain.
Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Jesus, were both overcome with grief and despair.
On that Friday, the apostles were devastated.
Jesus, their Savior, the man who had walked on water and raised the dead, was himself at the mercy of wicked men.
It was a Friday filled with devastating, consuming sorrow that gnawed the souls of those who loved and honored the Son of God.
I think that of all the days since the beginning of this world's history, that Friday was the darkest.
But the doom of that day did not endure.
Did not endure.
The despair did not linger because on Sunday, the resurrected Lord burst the bonds of death.
He ascended from the grave and appeared gloriously triumphant as the Savior of all mankind.
And in an instant, the eyes that had been filled with ever-flowing tears dried.
The lips that had whispered prayers of distress and grief now filled the air with wondrous praise.
With wondrous praise.
With wondrous praise. For Jesus the Christ, the Son of the living God, stood before them as the first fruits of the resurrection, the proof that death is merely the beginning of a new and wondrous existence.
Each of us will have our own Fridays.
Those days when the universe itself seems shattered, and the shards of our world lie littered about us in pieces.
We all will experience those broken times when it seems we can never be put together again.
We will all have our Fridays. But I testify to you.
I testify to you.
I testify to you.
I testify to you.
In the name of the one who conquered death. Sunday will come.
In the darkness of our sorrow, Sunday will come.
Sunday will come.
Sunday will come.
Sunday